Oh, we peak at 19 viewers, by the way.
Nice.
In the one monthly Rumble tournament, I had over 100. I couldn't even believe it until I actually saw it. It was just Nerland was co-casting, and he was.
I think I remember. Was that wasn't that Riku versus Wurgle
It could be
in that
yes.
finals?
This, I mean, the beginners tournament is obviously not as entertaining as
Mm-hmm,
seeing the
yeah.
pros play. On the other hand, we have seen the pros playing like all the time on all the.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to get some beginners tournaments every now and again, even if it's. I mean, I like that it's not monthly.
Yeah, I
But-
mean that would be overkill as well.
Yeah.
Imperial Fists theme for. Oh, I think it's not the DLC. Oh, it is the DLC apparently. It is the DLC. Okay, so nicely looking Force Commander over there. Some tactical moves on the way for Bahamut. Playing the Face Commander. Some more Heretics for Christof.
Yep, fairly standard chaos build here. Well, extremely standard chaos build from him at this point.
Yeah, nothing too risky.
Bahamut actually not getting that second scout squad again in this game. So, at this point, he hasn't elected to get that. He's actually going for a fast node.
That looks like a fast Devastator or ASM. I feel like we see a Devastator.
Yeah, Devastator would be the ideal choice, considering he can pick up the advanced targeting, and Vengeance rounds really do work against the Chaos Lord.
Oh yes. For those who don't know, the Vengeance rounds buff the damage by the Devastator by 75%, I think, and even more versus vehicle armor, so you can actually threaten early vehicles with the Vengeance rounds.
It does remove their suppression though, but it also gives them extended range as well. So
yeah, it increases the range by 6, I think. Vengeance rounds, not that much of a deal, but I don't know.
Getting
again,
unfortunate there with the Chaos Lord again.
Well, on the other hand, the Kill the Weak versus one model isn't effective either, so Heretics dropping some models to the
Bahamut's
scouts.
actually just going to save up for ASMs, which I feel like is a bit of a riskier choice against Chaos. I mean, Aspiring Champion Heretics really do work against ASMs if you kind of hide them in the group.
Exactly. Eternal Wars coming up for the Chaos Space Marines. Feel like it's a strange decision to go for Eternal Wars the first power purchase.
Yeah, as the first power investment, yeah. But he does have a full gen farm up, so I mean, he throws up a really fast gen farm, and actually some shotguns up on one of the scouts.
Yeah,
the scout squad.
The Space Marines in trouble. It's Heretics. I mean, this firefight in the Centrum will take for ages. And now Bahamut is in a good position to bash some power IQ. But the Chaos
I think he's just gonna save. Oh, and actually is. No, he did have some Devastators queued up, but he's just gonna get the ASMs.
There we go. Okay, so ASM coming up. Expensive unit, and Aspiring Champion is
yeah,
way.
so he knows something's coming out. He probably knows that ASMs are coming out at this point because hasn't seen any other units, hasn't seen any upgrades other than the shotguns. So
hasn't seen even a second scout squad.
Yeah, he knows that there's. Although Bahamut's doing a nice job of keeping up map control, even though he does have. Oh, and he canceled his ASMs and rebuilt them, so they're gonna be out a bit later.
No, not a big deal though.
No, not a big deal. Just a little bit of a timing thing.
Yeah, 2 gens up for him, and he has the second contested power node, losing the first one though.
Yeah, he's doing it. I mean, it's really quite amazing how much map control he has, considering he only has his Force Commander, his tanks, and shotgun scouts.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's especially interesting to see that those fights have not really been on the field yet, so they're basically just dancing around each other. These heretics are in trouble.
Scouts also took a lot of damage there as well. Did drop a model, but
yeah, this Chaos Force Commander with the battle cry is really, really good versus heretics in general.
There's some Raptors on the way, which probably a good choice. I mean, there's only the shotgun scouts to counter melee, so he does have 2 melee heretic squads as well, so that's going to be a bit of a problem.
Well, the ASMs are dropping health like no model though.
Yeah, very fortunate not to drop a model there with 370 out of 1200 hit points. Very fortunate.
I mean, the heretics have split up very evenly on each model. Yeah, Force Commander now finally retreating.
It's a quick triple cap, but he's gonna lose his. Christof is gonna take his natural VP back. No, also needs to take his natural rec point back as well there. Which it looks like he's doing his. Yeah, he's sending his Raptors to do that.
I feel like the Raptors can turn out to be a very, very good purchase.
Yeah. Because there really, there isn't a whole lot of counter melee, so.
Yeah, he can just overload Bahamut with melee. His tactical marines are very, they can be very easily tied up. Meanwhile, the heretics and CSM are dealing with the ASM.
Yep, he wants to keep his aspiring champion heretics though, probably next to his CSM, so when they get jumped, they can counter initiate.
Exactly. And the Havocs can, not the Havoc, the Raptors can then jump the attacks.
Yep.
Tie them up.
And actually, the Force Commander coming out of base at about half health. He does have the artificial armor on the way, so he's going to be a bit tankier, but still needs to be a little bit careful with the Force Commander because he is at half health.
Maybe he just want to make this increased health regeneration count even more. But these heretics are on troll now. And wow, big special there.
Oh, these heretics are probably dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, attacks clean them up.
Not the best decision to push with the heretics there.
Yeah, especially vanilla heretics. I mean, if they had their aspiring champion, they'd be.
Yeah, there's the battle cry again. Good usage of the battle cry by Bahamut.
Yep.
The champion. So Raptors jumping in with Force Commander.
Very fortunate not to drop a model on the CSM as well.
ASM jumping in. CSM doing good damage. ASM in retreat. This Force Commander has to go soonish. The techs are now. Oh, Force Commander might take a drop. Yes. No, these techs need to fall back.
And actually, he had the Thunder Hammer queued up as well.
Oh, that's.
The Force Commander did so.
Oh yeah. So good engagement for Christof there, not dropping a CSM model. Upgrading to the aspiring champion again.
Yep. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Mantle of Hate on the Chaos Lord, especially this game because it looks like Bahamut wants to really invest in his Force Commander.
Yeah, and he really has to repurchase him. Oh, there we go. Just because the Thunderhammer is there.
That is going to delay any other vehicles he would have got, which I'm sure he would have liked to not have to rebuy him, save for a Dreadnought, but...
Yeah. I feel like we'll see a Dreadnought from Christof soonish.
Yeah, he's only about 10 power away from Madrid, so...
Yeah, and I mean, since the Force Commander has already invested in the Thunderhammer, the Power Fist won't come up.
Yeah, because that would be that'd be 85 power invested in your Force Commander, which is a lot of power invested into just weapons. I think the Artificer armor would put him over 100 power, so Dreadnought would be the ideal choice.
But he has, of course, ASM and tags who can be upgraded for, I think, 60 power as well to get the Melter Bomb and grenade missile launcher.
Yeah, I think it's about 60 power, but. Again, that's where the Raptors are really going to be nice because they just jump attacks.
But the Raptors are overextending themselves now.
Yeah, they probably should just jump out of here instead of retreat, but he's going to leave him in there and retreat. Oh, no, actually just going to jump him out there. He's going to drop that last model who didn't jump?
No, apparently it gets away. That was a very delayed jump.
Actually, we have the Mantle of Hate up on the Chaos Lord and Mark of Tzeentch up on his Marines, so Bahamut's gonna get a faster Dreadnought out here.
There's a big mistake, I feel like.
Yeah.
Tzeentch Marines will just get thrashed by the Force Commander.
Yeah, they're just gonna get jumped and...
There's the Merciless Strike.
Very nicely done there with the Merciless Strike. That may actually be a dead Heretic squad.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Heretics wiped. And the Dreadnought hits the field.
A requisition point is slipping away.
And all of a sudden, he's went from being in a good position of power to in a desperate situation here. Behind on VPs, behind on map control. The scouts are capping up the map. It'll be interesting to see if he actually makes this a Mark of Khorne Dreadnought or not.
Oh, Mark of Khorne would be interesting. And this Force Commander with the Thunderhammer, such a tough nut to crack in melee.
Especially when he's got Artificer, makes him really tanky.
Yeah, and this battle cry is really, since the special attack from the Thunderhammer does track now.
Yeah, it makes Battlecry also. It also makes Battlecry really, really good as well. But not so much effective anymore, considering that he killed all the heretics already. So.
Yeah. The CSM dropped their Aspiring Champion. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and some more heretics on the way, which is a good choice for Christof because he can get the Speed Worship.
Or Speed Worship in combination with the Mark of Khorne Dreadnought would be really helpful.
Yeah.
Because Bahamut doesn't have any kind of snare yet. Doesn't have the Power Fist either, so...
And actually tier 3 for Bahamut, so he's got no intention of investing in anti-vehicle for now. Probably get a...
Yeah,
unless he cancels it.
He might cancel it. I'd advise him to cancel it.
Yeah, that would be the best choice. He could, but I think he's just gonna wait and save for a Predator tank.
Yeah, he can do that, but just invest now into at least melter bombs, and then...
Yeah.
Yeah, and he does.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Oh, 25 power, I thought it was 20 power. It's big power investment, wow. It's the Drain Life again.
Yeah, still no upgrade on the way for this Chaos Dreadnought, so...
Yeah, and this Chaos Dreadnought will lose to the Space Marine Dreadnought.
Yeah, and this thing is in a lot of trouble. ASMs can throw them out the bow. The Dreadnought is getting... Space Marine Dreadnought is getting repairs.
Yeah, this isn't looking
And
nice, especially since
nowhere to be
the
found.
Space Marine Dreadnought has a big inspiration buff. These heretics
And the heretics
will
are gonna wipe as well, yeah.
Yes.
And I think that's gonna be GG in favor of Bahamut. That's a lot of losses that Christof just took there.
Yeah,
And he didn't even kill any models off the ASMs or...
SM already almost level 3. Tactic Marines did hit level 3. So did the Force Commander, so even has leveled units now.
Yeah, and Space Marine leveled units are really, really scary, especially with this melee Dreadnought. You get them inspiration buffs and their damage just spikes.
That's always interesting to see how a very, very compact force of the Space Marines can just deal with superior armies. Well, obviously not superior armies, but in count at least superior.
And we actually have Icon of Khorne again, yeah, that's...
It's an expensive upgrade, wow.
He wants to invest in Lightning Claws, he's going to invest in Lightning Claws later, but...
He should have went for the Lightning Claws way earlier, okay.
Yeah, I think You should invest in the lightning claws before you invest in the icon of corn, because that really doesn't add a whole lot of benefits.
Big kill the week though. Let's drop another model. Ugh, Raptors. It's a new Dreadnought.
Yeah, and actually the Chaos Lord may go down here.
He will go down here.
Yeah, he's dead.
He dropped a little bit on retreat, but even without it.
Yep, Dark Age of Technology is on the way for the Dreadnought, has a Predator on the way, so Bahamut's in a real dominant position here to take this game.
Yeah. No player really made a push for the power, but Bahamut has
I mean,
even...
Bahamut went up there a couple times, and he's kind of been in that area, but he's never really hit power. And
yeah, he's destroyed a node, I think.
Christof hasn't even pushed Bahamut's side of the map, really.
No, I feel like Christof has sunk a lot of power into stuff that that didn't really profit him.
Yeah.
He sacrificed.
These Zinch Marines were not really as impactful as he probably hoped they would have been.
And this first Dreadnought was just a throwaway, to be honest.
Yeah. Plasma gun tax as well.
Yeah, now these tactical marines will really do damage to these marines. You can see each shot from the plasma guns. It's like 100 damage.
A ton of damage.
Yeah. Especially if they are already in level 3.
And this is certainly a dead Dreadnought here, because the Predator tank could just chase it into base.
Yeah.
But he's just gonna sacrifice it, I think. Yeah.
That's a GG. Dreadnought gets a kill. Raptors are going
and
to
the
die.
Raptors, yeah, that's GG.
I think he's just...
Shall not be soon.
Yeah, so 1-0 in
Yep.
favor of Bahamut.
Played fairly solidly that game, despite having a relatively low amount of units, and only lost 3 models, so...
Yeah, that's funny. Only losing 3 models. It's a nice play.